Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You join us for this match between the Delhi Demons and the Chennai Carvers.
The visitors win the toss and will bowl first.
The umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled.
Right there.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Yep.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though. Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Yep.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Yep.
Edged it.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Couldn't have hit that any better.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down.
Yep, yep.
Nicely fielded on the boundary.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Over. The Capitals are 33 for none.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Wait. No.
This could be trouble.
Sensible decision in the end not to take that run.
Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body.
Off the body and they scamper through for a run.
Wait.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
Richie, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Got the boundary last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. The Capitals are 43 for none.
Yep. No.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Yep.
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
Umpire signals wide, such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there.
Middle that one, great timing.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep. Yep. No.
Good return there, back from the deep. A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder.
No.
There's a chance if this hits.
Into the 4th
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
14 runs added there. The Capitals are 57 for none. Ahmad, the spinner, coming into the attack. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Nice bowling.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep. Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Super piece of timing.
That was the kind of contact you dream of. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but boy, did that get hit. Just brilliant.
9 runs added there. The Capitals are 66 for none. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. Good bit of timing there.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Couldn't get it through the field.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Oh, no.
Beautiful,
Nice
slower delivery. Just hitting air on that. That was just too good.
Nicely played.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That ball's been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is ridiculous.
Going with pace now.
Into the attack.
Beaten on the drive.
Overton with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Wait there. Yup. No.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Wait there. Yep.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go onto the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Catch him.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's the start you want. Awesome shots, and it's flown over the boundary.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play. Right over the top of it. Nicely smothering the spin there.
Wait on.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
This batter really is the key now. Picking up the boundaries when they need them. Just the sort of thing the team needs.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
That's it.
Out! What a catch!
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it'd be moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Oh, nice bowling.
Another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy to just glance the ball off the pads and score easy runs.
Wait on.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Catch that.
Nice shot, runs possible. Caught, gone.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? The field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Delhi Demons.
Got him!
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Too much room given. It came onto the bat really well and a beautiful shot that just raced away.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. The left-arm unorthodox bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Wait there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field. Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads. A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Wait on.
The Capitals weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over.
15 for 6.
And the innings comes to an end. The Super Kings will need 116 runs. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance.
Wait on.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Thick edge.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Samson is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. There'll be one run here for them.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. End of the over. 9 off it. The Super Kings are 9 for none. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Start. The left armer is coming on to bowl from the south end. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Ritchie shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it. Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Good return, back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep, yep.
Edge. Unplayable. Could that be out? Looks so.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Great shot. At least one on offer. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle. More decisive running may have gotten them two. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Yep.
Massive edge.
Keepers.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Loud shout.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
The new batsman heading out to the crease at number 4 for the Chennai Carbons.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs. Patel, the left armour, is the new bowler from the south end.
Yep.
Nice shot.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Yep.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Immediately underway with some runs.
too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield. Patel has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep. Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Bowler.
Good return there, back from the deep.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Patel from the south end. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Wait.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Hazard.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yep. How's that?
Bowler is confident on this one. Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Yep.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Watched it closely out of the hand and hammered that slower ball away to the boundary.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Well, that's the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 58 for 2.
Wait there. Yep.
Out.
Yeah.
Caught.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Yeah.
Well placed. Should get a single.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Beaten on the drive.
Nice.
That spun a long, long way, and yet somehow it missed completely everything.
Gotcha.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. And taken by the wicket-keeper. Brilliant bowling to get the edge.
Back to the sheds, but a good contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Shaw, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Yep.
Powered through that, all in the wrists to switch hit that to the boundary.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Straight to the fielder.
Yep, yep.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Edged. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
With the completion of that over, there will need to be some considerable risks now from the batters. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Knocks them over. First ball of the over.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yep.
Nicely fielded on the boundary. A couple on offer here.
Overton gets off the mark.
Yes.
Just threw the shot too early.
Edge. What a ball.
Hazard!
And gone. Brilliant catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Ahmad will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
They have the wicket they wanted. A huge blow. Ahmad gone for not many.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Exactly where you want your fielders to throw as a wicketkeeper, right over the top of the stumps. Pierced the gap and gets their first runs.
Stark, the left-arm fast bowler, is coming on to bowl from the south end. Drives and misses everything.
Stark with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yep, yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Yep.
Nicely clipped off the pads.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Stark will be disappointed with that delivery.
Yep.
Decisive running might have gotten to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
Superbly played through the covers for 4.
That was pure elegance, right out of the textbook, that shot.
Stark has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards. This was a lot